Hi, in this clip I'm going to show you how to perform logical operations by using the SUMIF function. On the left here I have a table of sales data from all of my stores. We have a list of my stores, the part numbers that we sell, the price of each part, the sales reps, and then how many units each sales rep has sold of each of those parts and the revenue that was generated from the sale of those parts. What I want is to find the total units sold of this part, ESK 1123. And we're going to use SUMIF to help us do that. We're going to go to our Formulas tab, and you see here in the function library, I have logical functions. Now, if I click there, we're not going to find SUMIF. If I look at the statistical functions, we're not going to find it there. We actually need to search for it. And to do that, we're going to click on the Insert function button over here to the left. Our Insert function box has a search box here. And you see it says type a brief description of what you want to do and then click Go. We are going to look for our function exactly. We know what we want, SUMIF. We'll click Go. And there it is, SUMIF. We're going to select that, click OK, and it opens up our function arguments. Now, the first argument is the range. Where is it we're going to look for this criteria? Remember, we get one criteria, and that criteria is this part number, ESK 1123. So we know we're going to find that in the parts column. So we're going to select the entire column, B2 through B128. We're going to set our criteria, and our criteria, like we said, is ESK 1123. Now, I could type it in. I could select it from this cell. I could select it over here in the parts column. Either way, I'm going to go ahead and get the same value here, ESK 1123. That's what I want. Now, the sum range technically is optional, but in our case here, we're going to need it. We need to add in the column, the range where we're going to look for those total units sold, and that is column E. So we're going to select all of column E, and we can look in our function arguments, and we already have an answer. It's 1601. Let's click OK, and there we have it. That is the total units sold of part ESK 1123. Now we can also use criteria like greater than or less than. Let's go ahead and let's do this again. We're going to go to our insert function, and we're going to pick SUMIF. Our select the category is now most recently used, and that's why SUMIF is at the top, because we just used it. Now remember, we get only one criteria with SUMIF. So we're going to set the criteria. This time we're going to make it greater than 1,000. Now, in the last time we did this, our criteria was part number ESK 1123. Now it's greater than 1,000. So what are we going to look for that's greater than 1,000? Well, that is going to be our revenue. So we're going to click up here in our revenue column. Let me select the whole thing. That'll be our range. So search for, give me the total of all the revenue that is greater than 1,000. In the sum range, we've already got the range that we're trying to sum. That's up here in the original range. And remember, we said sum range is optional. So we actually don't need anything there. We see that we already have a value, and when we click OK, there it is, 1,683,257,000. And that is the sum of all of our revenue that is greater than 1,000. So now you know how to use the SUMIF function. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you next time.